There we go. It should be recording now. Yes. Hit close on this. All right. Welcome to Horror Mix Happy live chat number 25 with Clare Castleberry. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Our pleasure.
Welcome back.
The last time we talked to you was in 2023. So 3 years ago now, actually.
I know. Time flies. And I didn't get to run into you at StokerCon, so oops.
Yep.
Did you go this year?
She did. We kind of... Yeah. It was phone tag, email tag, running back and forth. I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to bump into
This is the thing that you do with cons. It's always a curse of any con. Yes. There's so many things to do, and you have to keep track of which things that you have time to do. And sometimes it's just a struggle to like make an effort to run into friends while you're there.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is too that because I was also trying to collect autographs for the poster that we'll give to Scares the Care. You know, how can I say this? So I knew, for example, that you and I, the three of us, were going to get to sit down and have this chat now. So the same thing with some of the other people that I bumped into. It was like, how much of a time are we going to sit down and have a conversation here? I've got like three other people I'm trying to run into at the exact same time. Just back and forth, and it was part of the gamble was just knowing that I was going to get to sit down and talk with people later anyway. So,
Yep, it happens.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess the first thing we could talk about is have you published anything in the last 3 years since we talked to you? I think at the time I had written down Azalea House, Second Skin, and Five Little Deaths.
So, man, sometimes even I lose track. I wrote, I just kind of, put stuff out there. So I did a novella called Lisette, which is about a loup-garou phone sex operator who is trying to lure victims for her boyfriend. So that was kind of recent. I cannot remember what year I put that out. And I actually also published another novella with Winding Road Stories, How to Sedate Yourself and Others.
I do remember seeing that. I think
you may have picked up a copy of that.
I was going to say, I think that was the one that I got a copy of. Yeah.
Yeah, it has a wild neon cover.
Very eye-catching.
Yeah, we tried to make it eye-catching. Yes. But that one is about an anesthesiologist who has a sleep fetish, and the sleep fetish descends into more taboo territory.
That can be a slippery slope because anesthesiology is a very exact science because you're essentially half killing someone for a period of time. So you add a fetish on top of that, like bad things happen, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm picturing like Flatliners with an anesthesiologist.
Yes. Well, I mean,
such a great film, man.
Yeah. The original.
Love that one. Yeah, the original.
I've still never watched the reboot. I refuse.
No, me too. I mean, there's no Kevin Bacon, right?
There's no Kevin Bacon. There's no Kiefer Sutherland. There's no The Rest. Emilio Estevez in it?
Julia Roberts was in it, right?
Yeah.
She was. That's right. Yeah. Julia Roberts was in it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, great movie. Classic.
Yeah.
The good.
Yeah.
So before we hit record here, the topics that came up in the interview that we recorded with you back in 2023 were the topics that came up mainly were introversion, people watching, scroll over here, sexuality and empowerment. And we were going to bring up the topic that, or bring up the question of whether or not that had come up in any of the things that you've published since. What was the first one you mentioned?
It's Lisette. That's about the werewolf loup-garou. Well, down here in the South we call them loup-garou, but it's basically pretty similar to a werewolf.
Okay, I was going to ask about loup-garou. That's a term I'm not familiar with.
Yeah. So it's kind of like this, standard werewolf, I guess, like mythology, but it's just, everything here in Louisiana, we have to have our own name for it.
Oh, okay. So it's like a cryptid thing, like how, there's Sasquatch and in Florida we have skunk ape.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay. So loup-garou is the Louisiana werewolf.
Pretty much. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. So all those things come up in Lisette as well. Not to give too much away, but in the beginning, she's kind of like a meek person who is being abused by her Lugaroo boyfriend, who has manipulated her into getting his victims for him. And by the end, she kind of circles around and becomes more empowered. So it shows up in all of my novels for some reason. Yeah.
I wonder why.
Empowerment's a good thing.
I wonder why.
Yes.
Hard. Yeah.
Has it shown up in any of the media that you've enjoyed since then? Yeah, or have you noticed it jump out to you?
Oh my gosh! I mean, The Substance deals with that quite a bit, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. There's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that one. I actually rewatched it the other night. Demi Moore is just phenomenal in that movie, and I'm so happy that it got so much attention, man. I just feel like that was like a really good thing for horror.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I love that it was directed by a woman, and that Demi Moore is in it, and you don't always see women actors over the age of 40 playing very many lead roles. They're usually mommy or something. Or
the movie was very meta that way, because that's the problem that what the hell was her name? Elizabeth? Yeah, that's the problem Elizabeth was encountering, was that she was getting to that age that they wouldn't cast her in anything anymore.
Yeah. So it speaks volumes. Not that I would ever go out and try The Substance or anything like that. It would just be like, bye everybody, okay, I'm retired. That's taking it a little bit too far. As soon as she goes into that alley, man, I'm like, this is a bad decision.
That's kind of one of the things that made it a great horror movie in a way. Is it is kind of a trope, but it's one of those good tropes where people are doing dumb decisions, not the terribly dumb decisions like that just have you screaming at the screen, but going down that dark hallway or that dark alleyway where every fiber of your being, if you were a rational human being in real life, would be screaming no.
Right. Yeah, pretty much any movie that involves a dark alley, it's not going to end well.
Yeah, exactly. But you can kind of feel in the very beginning, before she tries The Substance, you can kind of feel, or at least I did, a camaraderie or an empathy with her, because her entire career is based on her looks, and she's trying to maintain this relevancy, and it can be very difficult for people like that in that position to maintain relevance. So it's totally feasible, not another body crawling out of the back of somebody else's body, but the need or the want to do something like that, I could see it under different circumstances.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank God for writing, though. You don't have to do anything like that.
Kind of also reminded me of what was it? I think it was I pulled it up here because I couldn't remember exactly what it was, but I think it was an episode of Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. Chris, you might remember this one because I think we were streaming it on Discord, but it was an episode of that show with Kate Micucci, where she's in
the skin cream one, right?
Yes, I think that's basically what it was. Yeah, you're supposed to rub this cream on you.
It was very similar.
Did you see which one I'm talking about, Claire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know which one came out first, but there were certain similarities there.
Yeah.
It's not the first story to do something like that.
Yeah. I think the Substance was outrageous, but it was kind of supposed to be the theme of it is kind of outrageousness, so it worked out really well.
And you can do more in a feature film versus a TV show.
That's true.
Be one of 3 major films that year that had a very close-up stitching scene.
Yeah, there's a stitching.
Yeah, she had to stitch herself back up.
Yeah, and she pops out of the Demi Moore's body. She does it with this really gnarly looking black thread.
I was thinking you were referring to the Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities.
That. No, there was no stitching in that one. That was all good.
Okay. Threw me off.
Yeah, I think that was just the creep. the cream stuff. You're like, what did I miss?
I was like, I know there are at least 3. There's Substance, Ugly Stepsister, and there was another movie that had like super extreme close-up stitching. That'll come to me later. I don't know. I think it was a sci-fi horror, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the last 2 years have been a great run. Chat. Yeah.
I know.
It's true. We could ask Chat. Anybody else join? Nope, just Ray so far. By the way, oh, did he?
Oh.
My chat seems to have been frozen, I guess. I don't know what it is. There's a certain thing where if I try to click like emoticon or something like that, it screws up my chat and it freezes it. I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, the last 2 years have been really good in terms of film. I mean, Sinners, Weapons.
Yeah, oh yeah. Loved both of those.
Substance.
More recently, you got Backrooms and Obsession.
Yeah. So I mean,
loved both of those.
I finally got around to seeing Obsession recently, and yeah, I agree with the hype. It's good.
Yeah, it really is. I was impressed, and it's very encouraging to see people going back to the movies, like the theater, to go see a horror movie.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one. I was gonna go see Evil Dead Burn this weekend, but plans with friends got rescheduled, so we're gonna try and see it next weekend. But I've heard great things about Evil Dead Burn. Yeah, I love the fact that horror is having a hot girl summer right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, I'm excited
going back to the theaters. It's winning awards.
Yeah, I'm excited to see people going back to the theater. I was kind of unsure what was going to happen with the pandemic, if people were going to be wary of it, or. But I mean, like, horror is definitely having a moment in the theater. So it's really cool. Like, it feels like nostalgic, kind of. I don't know.
Like a second 80s.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe. Chris, bring that mug back. What was that? Is that a new mug?
Yeah. It's a new mug.
Oh, I love it.
Nice.
Well, I have left his regular mugs, and I was looking for something horror-like, and I found that. I was like, oh yeah,
that
face
works.
Mug.
Right.
Only problem with it is the actual cup itself is very small.
Oh.
I'm not going to pull that out because I'll spill coffee all over myself. Anyway.
It's all for display.
Yes.
Dude, you're drinking coffee in the evening? How?
I drink coffee before going to bed. It doesn't faze me anymore. It's just hot brown water.
Right.
I'm so jealous. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, you're one of those people that like can't. If you drink it once, you're up for the entire day, aren't you?
Yeah.
I have several friends like that. Like it'll be like 11, which is late morning for me. Or really, I'm on kind of a PST schedule because I work remote for a company in California. So 11 is actually very early for me. But yeah, I'll offer them a cup of coffee, and it's, no, I'll be up for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Or till 4 a.m. So
yeah,
I understand that is a thing.
I'm like I'm in between. I can drink it until maybe 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. If I drink it past 2 o'clock, it'll mess with my sleep.
If I could drink it all day, I totally would. Like, to hell with my kidneys. I would just drink coffee all day long if I could get away with it.
Oh, you put it that way. They do peel. No.
So do you have any new work coming up? Anything that you're currently working on that you want to talk about? Or that you can talk about?
I'll talk a little bit about, I'm kind of working on a memoir type thing. It's a little bit of an embellished memoir, so I guess it would be technically classified as auto fiction. I think that's what they call it. So it's kind of in the vein of, if you've ever read Bret Easton Ellis's The Shards. This is about my time growing up in the 90s when there were several active serial killers in the Louisiana area. And just growing up behind a bar, with my mom working down there, and all the shenanigans that she had to put up with. And the story kind of ties all those elements together. So I'm in the messy, crappy first draft stage of it right now. But we'll see where it goes. It's been pretty interesting to rethink those things through. And go through the memories about what was happening in the area. It was pretty wild stuff. I mean, like going to high school and going to college when, everyone was like, you need to go take self-defense classes, and you need to buy like brass knuckles and a machete and a gun, and don't walk by yourself at night. And it was really creepy.
You worry of vans with no windows.
Yeah. But it was actually, so my dad was actually working for public safety at the time. Yeah. And so I kind of got the skinny on what was going on and what kind of vehicle they were looking for before it came out in the news. So that was kind of creepy that they had access to that information before it came out to the public. But it was wild stuff. Really, really crazy stuff.
And so what you're working on now is, like you said, an auto fiction. So it's like taking from that real life experience and writing a fictional story.
Yeah. It has a lot of like true elements to it, but there are parts of it that I'm kind of embellishing and making more exciting, because otherwise it would just
like a personal period piece.
Something like that. And it's awkward too, because it's like I don't really, I'm used to kind of like creating a character, almost like a Mary Sue, but when you create a character and it goes through several drafts, it's not you anymore. It has elements of you. But it's very like awkward to write about yourself, especially as like to write about yourself as a dumbass 21-year-old is very cringe. Like that.
Cathartic in a way, maybe cleansing, like
Yeah, hopefully it'll get to that point later on down the line, but right now it's just really cringe. I'm trying to lean into the cringe.
Okay.
Possible.
Right. Own the cringe.
Yeah, own the cringe and see where it takes you.
Yeah. Shit, what was I going to ask you? Fuck. I had something on the tip of my tongue and I lost. Damn it.
Was it about pancakes?
Oh, it wasn't a question. I was going to comment that, one of the parts of our interview that I remember the most was you sharing about your mother working at this... what did you call it? It wasn't just a bar. What was the word you used?
Oh, I don't know.
Tavern?
Yeah, I don't know, but it was like the gist of it was kind of like a blues biker bar or something like that. And I think you said you had gotten caught sneaking down there to like peek through bullet holes.
Yep. That's absolutely. Yeah, that's absolutely a true story. I was a weird child. Like, everybody was playing with Barbies and stuff, and I was creeping around in the middle of the night spying on people through the bullet holes in the bar. That makes its way into the memoir, by the way. So
it should. Good. Yeah. It absolutely should. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh yeah. That's better than TV, man. I mean,
right?
That combined with all the horror that was coming out in the 80s, it was pretty much like creepy little girl's paradise.
But that was when you were younger. That was before. Well, I guess technically, what I was about to say is that if it was before the serial killers thing, then maybe you were. I was going to say maybe you were safe, but also at the same time there may have been overlap where maybe there was a serial killer or two in the area and it just hadn't become public knowledge yet.
Right.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. It's not just the fear of the current serial killers that are on the news that they're telling you about. It's like, if this area has that reputation, like there's that underlying fear of what other serial killers are out there that we don't know about.
Right.
Yeah. So the book that I'm working on right now, the memoir, it kind of taps into that a little bit. About how I started out being kind of like a little creeper little girl, and then a lot of these serial killers, especially Derek Todd Lee, he started out as a peeping Tom, peeping in people's windows and things like that. So that's another thing that I was talking about being cringe. I kind of like don't like connecting myself with a serial killer, but
I was debating whether or not to make that joke.
I made it for you.
Thank you. Beat me to it.
No problem.
Is he still alive?
Derek Todd Lee? No, I think he died of a heart condition in Angola. I'm fairly certain. I can't remember. It was years ago, I think. But yeah.
Well, it's fair game. Write whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yep, might as well.
Write him into the book. Mm-hmm. What's he going to say about it? Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know. I mean, he might come back to haunt me. We'll have to deal. We'll cross that bridge.
You know what? There's a very valid concern that all of us were neglecting. Thank you for bringing it up. That's a terrible idea.
Yes.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Well, I'll go ahead and get the exorcism materials ready, though, just in case.
We were interviewing Larry Fessenden earlier today, and we were joking about getting Freud on the Ouija board.
Told him I got him on speed dial. He's my powder guy.
Hang on, let me call a guy. Was there any media you guys are looking forward to? Either one of
you? Let's
Burn.
see. There's a show on Hulu that I just learned about. It's called The Beauty. My friend told me about it actually yesterday. We started watching it, and then the Pastelayo was ready, so we stopped. But the beginning of it is like completely insane. It starts out with like a runway show, and then all of a sudden one of the models just loses her mind and starts beating the crap out of people and seeking out water and throwing it in her face. And then she gets into this like insane ninja fight with a bunch of people in a restaurant, and then the cops come to arrest her, and then she explodes into this insane bloody mass and splatters all over their tactical gear. So I'm pretty intrigued by that so far.
Yeah, you had me at explodes. That's that's a twist.
Crazy. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. So I'm definitely going to be watching the rest of that to see what happens.
What was this called again?
It's called The Beauty. It's on Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah, I had never heard of it until she mentioned it yesterday. So, yeah. Exploding models. There you go.
Right. When you brought up the water thing,
I don't know why it reminds me of. What were you thinking?
I was thinking rabies, but it's not rabies, because rabies makes you averse to water. There's a different disease that makes you seek water, but I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. What were you going to say, Chris?
Kind of reminds me of Neon Demon a little bit. Maybe just because of the modeling thing.
Yeah.
They didn't explode. They got et.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that movie so much. It's a crazy movie. It really kind of like encapsulates Los Angeles pretty well.
It does, yeah. Yeah, it's similar to what we were talking about with the substance in that vein.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah. Oh god, that. And have you seen Starry Eyes?
No, I have not. Wait, did I see that one? I think I did.
It's about the girl who's an actress, an aspiring actress, and she gets a role with an older film studio. They may or may not be a satanic cult.
Yes, I did see that one. That one was good. That was creepy. That's another kind of like Hollywood horror story that makes you think, what the hell is going on over there? I lived in Los Angeles for like a year, and I don't know. It was not the place for me. I was kind of genuinely creeped out.
Is it as weird as it sounds?
It is. It is. It is. I don't know. No offense to anybody living in Los Angeles, it is not for me.
You know who you are.
Exactly.
Like you said earlier, own it.
Yeah. Own the cringe.
Yeah.
Stay out of LA.
Actually, there is another thing that I know Chris is looking forward to. Whale Fall.
I forgot the name already. It was something Beauty.
What?
Oh, The Beauty.
Oh, The Beauty.
The Beauty. Okay. Yes, I am definitely looking forward to seeing Whale Fall in theaters. Might try and read the book first. I heard it's a pretty quick read, but it's great. And Jesus fucking Christ, from what I saw in the trailer, yeah, that looks like a good movie. It's terrifying. New fear unlocked. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. Yeah, I'm super thrilled that he got. The Pulitzer thing is just like.
No shit, he got a Pulitzer for that.
No, not for that.
Not for Whale Fall.
Angel Down.
Whale Fall. It was,
Okay.
Which that's just like so cool. I was on a panel with him. It was a George Romero panel at StokerCon in 2023, I think it was, or 2022. So and he's a good guy. I'm really happy about that. I was super stoked.
Yeah, that's impressive. I think that's the first, right? First horror novel.
I think so. Yeah. Huh? I think so.
That is something.
Yeah,
I know.
I could have included that in what I said a minute ago about the last 2 years being great for horror.
Yeah, well, it feels like there's a lot of stuff. It's like a freight train of stuff coming in. So
it does. Kind of concerns me sometimes. Like, is it
I know.
Going to be like a fire that burns twice as bright, burns out twice as fast kind of scenario? Like, horror, do you need to settle down? You don't want to expend all the fuel and like go full throttle, and then it's just like nothing. Like, we'll just have rom-coms for 2 decades or some dumb shit like that.
That seems like exactly the opposite thing that I would expect you to say.
Well, that's what I fear. That's what I don't want to happen.
Me either, man. I can't do that again.
Even if that was the case, I would still think that you would prefer it to burn out, burn bright rather than drag it out.
Yeah, there's that. Like, do you want a good decade of like just mind-blowingly awesome horror, or do you want 2 decades of mediocre-ish horror? Mediocre, yeah. Yeah. You put it that way.
Well, we're getting up there. Maybe we might only have a decade left.
You hush your mouth. 40 is the new 20. Ow, my back.
Well, yeah. You never know. I mean...
Yeah, you never do.
Yeah. Live every day as though it's your last kind of thing.
There you go. I think, if we've learned anything since COVID, it should be that. Good Lord.
Let's not talk about what's in the news today.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't heard anything.
Right. All right. So what else did we talk about? We talked about media, past, present, future.
Stuff in chat we can talk about. What did you mean, Ray, when you said that can't just be a mental thing? My sister had that for a minute.
Mental thing. She was talking about the desire for water.
Oh, the compulsive water drinking thing.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. And then ARC.
I'm not being able to read ARC.
Yeah.
Eagle down.
Yes. She's sneaky awesome. Like that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess one of the other things that we could talk about, I don't know if do you have any kind of like mailing list or website? Because I tried looking you up on Google real quick to when you were talking about like trying to remember what you've published since the last time we talked, and I couldn't find a specific website for you.
I don't have one up yet, but I do have. Yeah, I have a Substack. It's just under Fembionic.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll post new release information, and sometimes I'll get on there and start talking about aliens and stuff like that. So
okay,
I don't know.
They're real,
Yeah, I know. I absolutely know.
It's Area 52. It's not Area 51. That's why they.
Right. Off by one error.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky.
Yes. The comment in chat about the ARC is what got me thinking about that, because a number of the books that I brought back from StokerCon for our mailing list giveaway, a number of those are ARCs. So, what's that?
What is it? ARC?
Advanced Reader Copy.
ARC. Oh, see, I thought it meant like story arc, like that arc.
There's also that. Let's see. For social media, yeah, we've got the mailing list, which we've got on our. If you go to horrormakeshappy.com, there's a link there that says sign up for our mailing list, and then if you click on that, register for the mailing list, then we've got the book giveaway, and that was yours is one of the ones that we've got in there. I think we had something like 10 or 15 books before I went to StokerCon. I ended up getting like 20 books at StokerCon, so now the giveaway list is like 35 books long.
Got a few more books.
Yes. It's like
that's what happens when you go to cons. You don't leave empty-handed for sure.
No. Oh, that's something we could talk about. Do you have any convention plans coming up?
Oh, let's see. Not really. To tell you the truth, I think after I published Forbidden Gardens with Winding Road Stories, I did a whole bunch of things kind of like back to back. And with this one, with How to Sedate Yourself and Others, I've been going on to the extreme horror lit subreddit to talk about that as a new release, and playing with Pinterest a little bit as a form of social media. To see what it would do, because I've always heard, Pinterest is really good for authors, if you can create your own pins and filter people to your Instagram or your Amazon, it could be a good source of traffic. I have no idea yet. I'm a social media and marketing ditz. I never know what to do to promote myself. So this year I'm really like flying by the seat of my pants, honestly. Like,
that's how you do it.
I mean, like, I'm kind of like Clare Chaos this year, to be honest with you. I might switch out Fimbionic for Clare Chaos. You never know. So this year has kind of been all about like, just go ahead and get the writing done and get the novella finished and get it published and get it out, and then see who invites you to stuff.
That also works.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Honestly, back in September, I was in the hospital with a kidney infection, and then a few months later, I tore my ACL. So I've been kind of like accident prone and just not had very good luck lately, which kind of like, cuts into your plans when you're planning for travel and cons and things like that. So we shall see. Yeah. I was like, well, I made it to StokerCon. I was like, woohoo, at least I made it here, kind of like hanging on by it. Yeah, it went by without a hitch.
Yes.
So fingers crossed.
Good.
Fingers crossed. We want to be like Claire calm for at least like the rest of the year, and then we can see about adopting Claire Chaos.
It's like the comedy and tragedy masks.
Yeah.
Claire calm, Claire Chaos. Claire calm, Claire Chaos.
Yeah, exactly.
I have not yet looked at any other conventions. Chris and I have talked about StokerCon for next year, since it's going to be in Pittsburgh again. That makes it easy. That's one of the things that's kind of difficult with the way they had been doing it, is that when they don't announce where it's going to be until the end of the award ceremony that year, it doesn't give. Well, I wanted to say it doesn't give you much time to plan, but it's not so much that as I think they also then only give you a week to purchase the tickets at the discounted rate.
Yeah.
So you basically have a week to decide whether or not you can make it to who knows where a year from now, which is kind of difficult. But at least knowing that next year is going to be Pittsburgh again makes that a little easier.
Yeah, I agree. It does make it a lot easier. I kind of wish that they would announce like that a couple years in advance. I mean, I'm totally fine with them having it in Pittsburgh every year if they want to. I like Pittsburgh. I mean, we did StokerCon and we kind of did a couple little things around town just to explore a little bit as well. And I don't know. I really like Pittsburgh. I think it's kind of like the perfect, well, it's Romero land, of course. So I feel like it's pretty fitting. Just hold it there every year.
You know what I think they should do? I think they should do alternate every other year, where every other year it's in Pittsburgh, and then the alternating years it can bounce around. Because at least if you do it that way.
West Coast. Yeah.
Or, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah.
Every other year.
Yeah.
Because that way, if you at least know that every other year is going to be in Pittsburgh, then at least you can plan on that.
That would be great. Yeah, I'd be definitely down for something like that.
I've thought about joining as a supporting member. If I ever do, then I will make that a suggestion.
Yeah.
We need to get incorporated first. I still never incorporated this. Yeah.
Because then you get, like letters in the mail and fees and stuff. But then you get to talk to your accountant at the end of the year and you get money back.
Right.
Then they ask you, hey, when are you going to sell stuff? Because LLCs need to get income.
Right. Yeah.
That's a discussion we keep having.
Yes. This just looks like a hobby.
It's a hobby with money.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, we haven't made any plans. I have been focusing on getting our schedule booked up for the rest of this year so that we can, because we've got a release schedule every 2 weeks. So if we book every week, then we're building up a back catalog kind of thing. And we always try to do this in the fall because then it gets us through not only the holidays because everybody wants to take off for the holidays in November and December, but then it's also difficult to get people booked in January because everybody wants to take the time off having come back from the holidays. So we kind of have to build this buffer up every fall to last us through until January, to where we can get people coming back. So that is my priority at the moment. Yes. Cool.
Makes sense.
Yes. Well, unless there's something else you want to talk about, I think. Chris, did you see anything in the news that you wanted to talk about? I know we talked about looking at the horror news channel.
Yeah, just a couple of different things coming out. What was it? Corporate Retreat, I think, is coming to streaming this week. That looks good.
I have not heard.
Reminds me a lot of the Belko Experiment. It's only more eye spoon gouging.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
Why does Belko Experiment ring a bell?
Because it's a movie that has a similar premise. It's a bunch of people that get trapped inside of an office building and they're forced to kill each other.
Why is that not ringing a bell? For some reason, Belko is.
Belko, yeah, it does sound like something else.
Okay. Any other interviews or podcasts you have coming up?
Let's see. I know that there's probably something. If I looked at my calendar right now, I would probably be able to let you know. I do have, I think, loose plans to do the Southern Colorado Women in Horror Festival, which is in, I think, outside of Denver or something like that. They followed me on Instagram today. I was like, oh, okay, I've seen that as a thing that people go to. Maybe I'll try to go to that. So, yeah, I might try to do something like that. A lot of the things that I have that I'm looking at are going to probably be in 2027, to be honest with you.
Yep.
That'll make it a little bit easier for me with physical therapy, which is just barrels of fun to do. And going into it's so fantastic. Let me tell you.
See the sarcasm in your face.
Yeah. So, but I also think that probably I'll end up going to StokerCon as well because, most of the year we're living up in New Hampshire and it's a really, really easy flight from Boston or Manchester, New Hampshire to get to Pittsburgh for us. So, and we like Pittsburgh. I love going to Pittsburgh. Actually, it was great. My husband was like, "Oh, do you want to do something, outside of the conference this year, just to do something different?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Why don't you look up and see what events are going on?" And he was like, "Oh, there's this band called Witch Club Satan. Do you want to go see them Friday night in Pittsburgh?" I was like, "Oh, hell
yes. Yeah." Have you heard of them or just the name?
No, I had heard of them before.
Okay.
And they're from Norway, but I'd never seen them live before or anything like that. But it was a fabulous freaking show. They come out, it's like a little mini coven of witches. There are three of them, three women. They come out and it's there's chanting over the speakers and stuff, and they come out with this little thing of incense, and they're staring at everybody very intently, and they just start thrashing, man, screaming, and it's hardcore metal. So it was a great show at this little tiny club out on the outer skirts of Pittsburgh. But we had a great time.
Cool.
That sounds fantastic. What was the name of the band again?
Witch Club Satan. You can find the live set on YouTube, actually. So if you don't get an opportunity to see them live, you can catch it on YouTube. It's totally worth it.
for a split second there, I thought you were referring to the. Have you heard about the doo-wop group?
No.
What's that? Hang on, I'll pull up the name of it. But I guess they got dropped by.
Modern Jukebox?
No, the Satanic doo-wop group.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
The Satanic doo-wop group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you for real?
Dead serious.
They're
called Twin Temple. That's what it was.
Twin Temple. All
yes.
Right.
Apparently, they got booked to be the opening act for some country act, who didn't realize who. Yeah. They didn't realize who they were, and then they dropped them, and then Jack White has picked them up to be his opening act. Right.
What?
We continue to live in interesting times, don't we? All of this is layers of what, and what.
Right.
How did they mess that up? Whoa. Just, slip it on through there.
That's what you call not doing your homework.
It was AI.
Could you imagine if that actually played out into
Right. Wait, I was checking chat. I didn't hear all of it. Was it a Christian country music thing, or was it just country music festival?
Not a festival. It's some country act. I don't know the name of the band. I'd have to go pull it up again. But it's like Brad Paisley. Not Brad Paisley, but I'm just saying that kind of thing. Like some musical act was looking for an opening act. But yeah, apparently the doo-wop group, it's a husband and wife team. It's just the two of them. But yeah, apparently very explicit lyrics and song titles and things like that. So if they had done any kind of homework whatsoever, they would have known. But yeah, I guess they figured it out at some point, and then they were like, "Oh, we can't do that, so let's cancel that."
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Jack White picked him up.
Yes.
He's a cool dude.
We did get one question. Right. We did get one question from chat here. D's Basement of Horror wants to know that, what inspires you when you want to throw in the towel? What keeps you going? Motivation, I guess.
Passion and a little bit of guilt sprinkled in.
Guilt? Why guilt?
Yeah. Well, actually, that was another reason that StokerCon was kind of hard for me this year. My mentor, who I used to work on little film projects with, passed away right before StokerCon, but he always pushed me really hard, but not too hard or anything. But he was always be working on something like rejection and not selling a lot of books should never ever deter you. You always do it for the art, do it for yourself. And I remind myself of that every day, and I think it's primarily passion, just wanting to do it and loving the process. Some days I hate it, but I think part of me feels like it's a way to honor him, and not be haunted by him, because I feel like he would probably come back and haunt me.
I love
if I threw a towel.
Well, that's just continued free mentorship at that point.
Right. Yes.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he's still putting in the work, even though he passed away. He would love that we're talking about this, by the way.
Nice.
It's like the Star Wars Force Ghost, except he's nagging you.
Don't you give up. I want to start knocking shit over.
Right.
Keep you awake if you don't write. Yeah, I could definitely see him doing something like that.
I did see that recently. Was that Ash vs. Evil Dead we were watching, where they had Force Ghosts at the end of the season?
I think so.
I think it was. It was all the people that had died.
It was only 2 days ago,
and Star Wars Force Ghost style.
Yeah, it was only 2 days ago, but for some reason it's escaping me exactly what the.
That's a whole 48 hours ago, man. That's so much has happened in between now and then.
Right.
So much has happened.
Yeah.
I know.
We're not talking about that.
Yes. No, I get that. I'm just laughing to myself, remembering something that happened between Chris and I. So many years ago, there was a friend of ours who was preparing for a birthday celebration, and Chris and I both on the side have done music. Chris has actually had some stuff published. I'd never had anything officially published. And he said for his birthday, he just wanted Chris and I to collaborate on some music together. And so we agreed to do this. And I don't know how to say this exactly. You correct me if you think there's a better wording for this, Chris, but I guess for lack of a better way to say this, I feel like I'm more disciplined in the sense that for me, working on projects is like if I get up and I spend a couple hours trying to work on, at least put some effort towards a thing every day, even if I don't get a whole lot done, it's the act of doing a little bit every day that eventually adds up. Because there will be some days where I do feel like I'm in the mood for it, and then I'm already there working on it, and so then I achieve more on those days. But it's the act of being devoted or disciplined to at least trying to make an attempt to do something productive every day. And so because Chris and I work on these opposite schedules, I was working the day shift and Chris was working night shift. We really could only work together on, I think it was on Sunday. And so I would come over to his house, but also because he worked nights and I would get up earlier than him. Basically, he would stay in bed until I got there and I was knocking on his door.
Yeah, I really know.
And then he would like get his coffee and his cigarette and...
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said. Just like, I guess you could call it like ass in chair every day, putting in the work. And that's absolutely true. If anything, you just kind of, you're building a habit out of doing it, Yeah, honestly, like some days I sit there and I write like, fuck this shit. Sorry.
It's like
I'm
Taurus from The Shining, but fuck.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, like even that is therapeutic. Even if you go back and end up deleting it, it still holds some kind of value. Mm-hmm. So might as well just go ahead and get her done.
Yeah. I think when it comes to creativity, keeping it going is a thing that helps is setting some kind of schedule or some recurring event.
Yeah.
Like for me, I have my live stream drawing thing that I do every Sunday, and yeah, I mean, sometimes life be life and it gets you down. And were it not for that, I would just not have the inspiration to do anything creatively. But yeah, you get a not a schedule,
routine,
a routine. There's the word.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we do that at 9:00 every Sunday.
Okay, that's coming up
Eastern. So it's about where's my clock? 40 minutes from now.
About 40 minutes.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of our schedule on Sundays now. Is we do try to do an interview in the morning afternoon, and then do this 7:30, and then 9:00 is his drawing party, and that is our routine these days.
Gotta establish those habits, man.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Good habits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trying to get through that currently. Get rid of the bad habits, making good habits.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Anything else you want to chat about or let people know about before we kind of wrap up?
Sure. Well, How to Sedate Yourself and Others is out now through Winding Road Stories. You can find it on Amazon if you want to. It's kind of because it delves into like necrophilia. Obviously, you have to kind of categorize that under extreme horror, but it's not so like repulsive and insane that you'll want to throw it across the room. So
that's good.
I like it. It was very therapeutic to write, so I hope people enjoy it.
I'm sure that they're definitely out there. Yes.
Yeah, please read my necrophilia.
I definitely know of at least one person who has very much enjoyed it. NJ. Shit.
Gallegos.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Gallegos. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. What was the one that I read recently that was so freaking hysterical. Oh, Hers? Eat Your Heart Out.
Yeah, I was just
that was
Heart Out. Oh my god, I don't know if you've read that one, but there's this, like, I haven't laughed that hard since Confederacy of Dunces. There's this one scene in there where the character throws a gnome through the window. I don't want to ruin it too much, but you need to read it for just like that scene. Okay. It's so freaking good.
Like a garden gnome or like an actual gnome?
No, it's a garden gnome, but I don't want to give too much away. But it's a short read. Like, if you want to read something like really quick, that one's really excellent.
Chris,
just thinking about you cracking up. That's the ad right there.
That's
good promotion.
Chris, do you want to go get the gnome that I bought you for was it Christmas or your birthday one day?
It's not really a gnome. It's a pair of turtles with baby heads. It's very weird. Sure, why not? How much we got? We got 7 minutes left.
This I saw this on Facebook.
It's a garden gnome of sorts.
Yeah, it's very garden gnome looking, but I saw the artist that had made these had put it on Facebook, or somebody I think had just seen it and posted it on Facebook, and I had to track it down to find out who had made these so that I could buy one for Chris. I can't remember if I bought it for his birthday or Christmas, but I was just like, oh, I have to get this for Chris.
And the really funny thing is, like a week before that, a friend of mine sent me an image of it. Like, hey, look at this funny thing. So my completely different friend, they know me.
Yes.
What? I was not expecting you to pull this out.
He asked me to go get it. Yeah, it's
I don't know what I was expecting, but it was not.
Baby head turtles doing what baby head turtles do.
Oh man, that was like the perfect thing to end on right there.
I know, right? Thank you for tuning in to Horror Makes Us Happy's live stream, where we talk about books and horror and baby-headed turtle fucking.
Oh, that was so spectacular. I'm so glad that it was within reach after hearing what it was. That was, oh my god.
Imagine that flying through a window.
Yeah. Somebody better work that into a story.
All right, I have to check out Eat Your Heart Out and possibly work that into a story now.
Yes.
Yes, please do. Please do. Please do.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for joining us. We are going to be doing this every Sunday, whether we have guests or not. We have a bunch scheduled now, I think 12 or 13 guests lined up for the next couple of weeks. But whenever you want to come back and join us, if you got something that you're working on that you want to talk about, feel free to drop us a line and we can get you scheduled in.
Sounds good. Thank y'all so much. It's always a pleasure. Y'all always crack me up. So thank you for that.
Our pleasure.
Thank you for sharing your weird turtle fucking statue. That made my.
Thank you for bringing it up and providing me with the thing. Yes. Thank you,
everybody. Oh boy.
Right. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
All right, y'all too. Good night.
Good night.